welcome back to the third episode of the Level Up Queens High Value Woman podcast. I am Purnima and I'm thrilled to embark you on this journey. Today we are going to understand how to boost your confidence and self-esteem. This episode would be divided into 4 parts. Firstly, we would be understanding what is the difference between self-esteem and self-confidence. Because let me tell you, there is. Secondly, we will understand what are the root causes for lack of self-esteem and confidence. Thirdly, I would be giving you actionable steps because we queens believe in action after all. And lastly, as you know that at times we are feeling low but still we have to go and do some tasks. And for that, I have some emergency confidence boosters that would just boost your confidence and you can do that task very confidently. So, let's get rolling. Have you found yourself being confident in one area of your life and then you lack in other area of your life? You know how to crash a meeting, but when it comes to talking about your feelings, you are not very confident about it. Well, let's break down by understanding the difference between self-confidence and self-esteem. So here's the thing, confidence and self-esteem, though they look similar, they are not same. They are actually two different concepts. Self-confidence is about believing in your ability to perform a certain task. For example, you might feel confident to present an idea at your workplace because you have prepared very well for it. You have done your research, you know what you're talking about. Self-confidence isn't doing. It's task specific and can fluctuate as per the situation. But self-esteem, it's deeper. It's about how much you value yourself, who you are as a person. Self-esteem isn't about what you're doing, but it's about how you're feeling about yourself at a fundamental level. Self-esteem is solid. It does not fluctuate and you are very much aware of what you are at the core. So it does not matter that what anyone else think about you because you are aware of what you are. Let me break this down for you with an example. You might be confident about acing in an exam because you have studied very hard for it. You are prepared for it. But you would still feel that you are unworthy of appreciation, of praise because your self-esteem is low. Your confidence comes from your abilities, but your self-esteem comes from knowing that you deserve the success which you got. Now here's when the magic happens. When you build both, you become unstoppable. Confidence gets you through your day-to-day tasks while self-esteem carries you through the challenges of your life. Let's move on to chapter number 2, where we understand the root causes for lack of self-esteem and confidence. Because understanding the roots is the key ingredient for overcoming them. One of the biggest sources for low confidence comes from comparison. We live in a world where social media shows everyone's highlighted posts and reels. When we are constantly comparing ourselves with the best filtered versions of everyone, it makes us question our own worth. It leads to self-doubt and eventually lack of confidence in our abilities. Another root cause is past experiences like rejection or destructive criticism. If you had been told that you are not good enough or you have failed in certain area of your life which had shaken your belief in yourself, this might make you feel you are incapable, even though times and times you have proven that you are. And then there is this inner critic which tells you that everything you do is never enough. Like you have to run a little more to get its appreciation. But you never get that. We have all been there. If you would have grown in an environment where you did not receive positive reinforcement or perfectionism was valued more than progress, that inner critic can become loud and overwhelming. But here's the good news. I am not going to leave you without some actionable steps because we queens believe in action. So the first actionable step is practice self-compassion and positive self-talk. You have got to stop being your worst enemy. Instead of beating yourself for your mistakes, try being kind to yourself. Try to be your own best friend. For instance, if you mess up, instead of saying, "Oh my god, I cannot believe that I can be this stupid, this dumb," try saying, "Okay, I messed up. Things did not go as per I planned. But let me see what I learned from it. I can perform so better next time." Instead of saying that, "You never get it right," try saying, "At least I tried. I'm brave enough to try." See the difference? Honey, positive self-talk is going to help you to build your confidence and your self-esteem. Every time you find yourself saying something negative, try to put it in a way that would benefit you. We are not here to pull ourselves down. We are all about leveling up. So every time you have something that you feel is negative, you're saying about yourself, try to put it in a way that benefits you. Be smart. How we talk to ourselves is a direct representation of what we think about ourselves. The second practical step is set achievable and small goals. Confidence builds when we take action. Start by setting small achievable goals and then achieve them. Give yourself a pat on the back and say like, oh my god, you did it. Start celebrating your small wins. Unless and until you're celebrating your small wins, how on earth are you going to practice celebrating when you achieve huge dreams? These wins will help you to boost your confidence and show that you are capable. Starting with, it would be something very simple as making a call you had been avoiding for so many days. That small task or project that you wanted to work for so long. Start doing it. Achieve it. And once you achieve it, just don't move forward. But take a pause, give a pat on your back and tell yourself, I love you, I believe in you. The more you succeed, the more confident you will become. When it comes to self-esteem, setting goals which align with your purpose, with your passion, will help you to reinforce your sense of worth. Achieving goals that matter to you will remind you that you are worthy of success and happiness. The third practical step is surround yourself with uplifting people. Honey, the people we surround ourselves with impacts our self-worth, impacts how we think about our own self. If you're constantly around the people who pull you down, make you doubt yourself, your self-worth, honey, it's time to change. Surround yourself with uplifting people, people who want to see you succeed in your life and are not threatened when you go achieve something big. You don't have to play small just because the people around you have the mindset of being small. Your responsibility is to achieve what you are here for. A strong support system will reinforce your confidence and self-esteem when it's wavering. So it's very important whom you surround yourself with. Moving on to the fourth and the last chapter, which is emergency confidence boosters. The first one is power poses. Stand tall, keep your shoulders back and look straight. Whenever you're talking with someone, try to make eye contact. I know it's difficult, but nothing in this life comes easy. Always tell yourself that you deserve to be here. You deserve to take space. Don't just shrink yourself up because someone else might feel uncomfortable. It's none of your business. Make sure that you are in your aura, feeling yourself so beautifully. And the right people will encourage this. Studies had shown when you practice power poses, it helps you to build confidence. The second one is affirmations. As I always say, they are very powerful tools. Whenever you have few minutes in your hand, instead of scrolling on your phone, try telling yourself like, oh, I'm capable, I'm beautiful, I'm confident. And the third one is dress the part. That makes a huge impact. When you have dressed the way you want to be dressed, it just boosts your confidence. Even it's for a quick errand, dress as it makes you feel yourself. That will help you to boost your confidence quick. So these are the quick tips that can work wonders when it comes for a big event or you are feeling shy about something, but you can use these techniques to feel more confident. Alright queens, that brings us to the end of this episode. Let's recap what we have studied. Firstly, we understood the difference between self-confidence and self-esteem. Then we studied what can be the root causes. And as you studied about root causes, you also learned what are the actionable steps you can use. And after that, I shared quick emergency confidence boosters. Thank you so much for listening to me. It really means a lot. I would be seeing you next week with a brand new episode. Remember, you're capable, you're worthy, and you have the power to create the life you desire. Until next time, keep leveling up. Bye.